A video of Bruce Pearl criticizing Barack Obama has been circulating around the internet. Now, I'm really glad that Pearl said some of the things he said because it gives me a chance to comment on an important issue for Latino leaders. Let me first say it's pretty obvious that Pearl does not like President Obama. I think that's silly and partisan. However, the point he's trying to make isn't totally wrong. It's just myopic and it lacks context and nuance. Pearl compares his coaching style to Obama's leadership, but his position as a head coach and Obama's job when he was president aren't really comparable. And here's how. Pearl says that Obama created division in America because by speaking about racism, Obama was in effect sending a message to black people that things are hopeless, assigning a victim's mindset to young black people, which included some of the players Pearl was coaching at the time. But is that correct? As the head basketball coach for Auburn University, Pearl's job is to get the most out of his players, to teach them that no obstacle is insurmountable, and to motivate his team to compete at the highest level possible. And in doing so, he believes he's also teaching them important life lessons. I don't disagree with any of that. But Barack Obama became president of the United States at 47 years old. To become the first black president in American history, I'm sure even Bruce Pearl would agree that Obama probably knows a little bit about overcoming obstacles. However, once he became president, his job wasn't to be a motivational coach for America, it was to create a more perfect union by creating a fair and just society for everyone. And reducing racial biases is part of that goal. Now, Bruce Pearl says he teaches his players to overcome obstacles. That doesn't keep him from yelling at the referees every so often. Now, check this out. I could argue that when Coach Pearl screams at a referee or complains about a call, he's sending a message to his players that their losses or failures are due to bad referees, instead of just teaching them to toughen up. Now, of course, Pearl would disagree with that. I'm sure he would say that he yells at referees when he thinks the refs are acting biased or when his players aren't being treated fairly. Therein lies the nuance. Human beings have trouble holding two thoughts in their head at the same time. We're conditioned to believe that something is either all right or altogether wrong. Barack Obama can teach his daughters to overcome obstacles and not be deterred by haters, while simultaneously fighting to create a more fair and just nation for their benefit and everyone else's. That's an important message for Latino leaders. I think our job is to teach grit, resilience, and a winner's mindset, while also advocating with impunity for fairness and equal opportunity. Those two actions don't cancel each other out. We can and should do both. Bruce Pearl is a successful coach who teaches his players important life lessons. And Barack Obama was a successful president who made the country a little bit better. A reasonable person should be able to understand that those two things can be true at the same time. If you want to learn more about the Latino brand, leadership, and building wealth, follow me for more.